out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And up 50, plant. Here we go, 6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Browns.
Ready? 18, Gator. 54.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Hit it.
On first down, Hilliard. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dontrell Hilliard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Step 180, block 11. Watch the curl. Easy.
They begin with a run by Smith. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
To throw, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Right there.
Hey, Alpha.
6-man.
Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go. 2.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
X3, 218, chop it.
25, check 25, check 25.
On second down now, Hilliard calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's get out the field, defense. 57's Mike, Mike 57. Stop your whining.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
On the ready.
57 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Go. Right there. 54. Right there. Go.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
White!
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Browns.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Mark 57.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Get that ball. Check nickel.
Mike.
44, Mike.
Look at me. Go.
Pick it up. Whip.
2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, I 7.
2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Smith.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go.
Come. Snap.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Alpha.
Now Rivers. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45. Yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Check 26, check General West. Hey, Delta.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the curve.
Hut. Speed trip.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Hey, 80.
First down, 10.
Left.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Get up.
Hey, let's get there.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Hey, I'm coming.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Topper.
It's our time. Showing it.
There you go. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, 180.
29. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run.
Room.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
That's trash. Switch.
89.
Throwing again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check.
Final play of the half, Rivers going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Red. Check that.
Throwing Rivers. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check the backer.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, echo. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Greystone travel. Now.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
44 to Mike. 40. Hey, exit. Big stop, G. Big play.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
Mike's Popo. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 44.
Ready. Go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now here's Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Rivers now. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive.
Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, Charlie. Big Griffin.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ready.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come. 55.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run. It's Hilliard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Steve 6. He's checking, he's hot.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. 30 base.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Under 10. Hey, Alpha. 10.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Rivers. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let him run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They're going to look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check. X3. 218. Chop. Check. There you go. Deep grip.
They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
And that's caught inside the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch twist. Watch.
Buffalo one.
Check 4. Kill.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 30 on 2nd down. Rivers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 15.
Yeah, I got you. 29 is the Mike. 20.
Rivers to throw. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
General West. Good night.
They'll run again with Hilliard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Set. 60 outlaw. Screen.
Hey, alert 3. You got tight right there. Tighten up.
80 weapon.
Check safety.
Good night.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. And some room to run now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh, too.
Turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're